Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be filming my Persona Cosmetics one brand review. I have nearly all of their products and I bought them all myself, so you know that I am a true fan if I'm going to spend my own money on them. So if you don't know what Persona Cosmetics is, then you definitely should keep watching. Alright, so my skin is already prepped. I've already put my SPF on, moisturizer and all that jazz, so I'm going with a little bit of base makeup before I go into all the Persona goods. So today I'm just going to use my Kosas concealer. This is in the tone 04. And I'm just going to use my little fold-up mirror. But I've been really just not wearing a lot of base makeup lately, so concealer is the most I'm going to use. I'm just going to do a little bit of dotting under my eyes because you don't need a lot. Actually, I think I'm just going to put on concealer under my eyes because I don't really need it. So I'm actually going to go in with the Persona Power Brush, and it's two-sided, so it's good for cream and powder products. So I'm just going to blend that out. You can see it just kind of brightens up my under eyes. Okay. Alright, so the first Persona product I'm going to be using is their Dream Stick. It's their cream bronzer, and this is in the shade Dune. So I chose Dune just based on Sona's complexion. And this is like a slightly warmer bronze color, but I'm just going to apply it all over just like Sona does it. But I love this so much. It looks really warm, but it blends out so freaking easily, and it just makes your skin look so bronzy, so glowy, and not greasy. But look how nicely that blends out. And usually warmer tone bronzers, I worry look too orange on me, but this one does not. This one just looks like the perfect shade for my skin. And again, I'm just using the fluffier side of the power brush. I've been wanting to get the power brush, and so when all the Dream Sticks launched earlier, they had a deal to get the power brush off. I think it was like 25% off, so I went ahead and picked up the brush, and I absolutely love this brush. It's such a great multitasking brush. But okay, so this is just one layer of Dune. And you already can see that my skin is already more warmed up. Depending on what I'm feeling that day, I'll go with the second layer, so let's see how I feel. You know what, I'm gonna go in again. And the nice thing is, I really don't think you can overdo it using the Dream Stick. I think it's great, I think it's perfect size. And because it is a multi-stick, you can use it on your eyes, and I've done it before, but for the sake of this video, I'm not, because I'm going to be reviewing their Identity palette, so I'm going to use that on my eyes instead. But yeah, let me just blend this out. Oh, so glowy. I am obsessed. And I can just buff out the edges if anything looks a little bit too... Alright, so now because it is a cream bronzer and I have combination skin, I am going to set it with some powder, and I'm just going to use the Glossier Powder, and this is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just going to use the same power brush, and this will just help set it so that things don't move around or anything like that. So next up we have their Super Blush, and this is in the shade Caramel. It was out of stock for a very long time, and so I was on the wait list, and they finally restocked, and then when they launched Dream Stick, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. But you can see it's just a beautiful, beautiful pink shade, like a true pink. What I also like, which can be kind of a bummer depending, but they don't have it come with a mirror because this is a fully recyclable component. You just pop out the pan when you're done, and you can recycle the container. So I'm gonna go in with the power brush, and the Super Blush. Okay, And you don't need a lot. Actually, might have picked up a little bit too much, but... And I tend to do the blush technique where you lift it up and a little bit on the bridge of your nose. Gonna go in on the other side. But yeah, look at that. I don't know. I love a good blush, and I just think it really warms up the face, so. Okay. Next, we are going to use, I guess I'll go in with the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Identity palette, and what I love about this is it's specifically designed for brown eyes because Sona saw a gap in the market for brown eyes and decided to make the Identity palette. And this was the very first product that they launched with, and it's actually their like kind of second packaging since they did a lot of product updates or packaging updates. But it comes with like this cute little sleeve to protect the shadows and a giant mirror. I'm obsessed with the mirror, and look at those shades. So I actually got this before my wedding in December, and I was playing with it a ton, so I love all the shades. And I'm actually going to use their multi-brush. This used to be, I think, marketed as like just an eye brush, but I think they rebranded it to like a multi-use brush, but I really like it for blending and for packing on colors. So let's see, I'm wearing green, but we're going to go in with this brownish shade called Charming, and I'm just going to kind of put that all over. But you can see how pigmented that is, so. And I'm just doing windshield wiper motions, buffing out any harsh edges. I love the purple shades, but I'm actually going to do like more gold and bronze today. So we're going to go in with this darker shade called Goddess. It's like a nice glitter shimmery brown. I'm going to put that more or less like on the center. Especially like where my crease is, so that even when I blink you'll be able to see it. And I'll go and just like let you see what that looks like. And then I think for the outer part I'm going to do a bit of Sassy and Gold Digger. Oh yeah, Sassy shows up so nice. I love that shade. But you can just, I don't know, I think it's hard to see because I'm in direct sunlight, but it's super shimmery, and those are the eyeshadows that I really like to use. And then actually, just for a clean one, I'm going to use my Morphe E23 and just kind of buff out the edges. Hope you're able to see that on camera. I film in natural light, and so there's a light in my bedroom, and it just comes in directly from that side of the room, but I'm hoping that you can pick it up. But yeah, anyway, so the Identity palette, absolutely love it so much. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows really quick, and then I'll just come right back. I would love for Persona to come out with an eyebrow pencil. I just feel like it'd be so good. Okay, my brows are done, the best as possible. So I'm actually gonna go in with mascara, and I actually have a new one to try. Persona does not have a mascara currently. And I'm actually using the, what is this? This is the L'Oreal Air Volume in Waterproof. I love the packaging. I like the brush too. But let's just do one eye. I'll do it in the viewfinder. Mascara is so hard in the viewfinder. Wow. Ooh, I like that. Alright, here's the comparison. I'll get really close. I think it looks great. Okay, wow, I love that mascara. Okay, so next Persona product is their 24-hour waterproof eye pencil. They have 4 shades, and I have the shade Plum. I love a good purple. I think it looks great, especially on brown eyes. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this in my waterline. I also just want to show you what it looks like. This is the one with the eyeliner, and then this is one without. I just think it kind of opens my eyes up a little bit and just looks really nice. So yeah, I love their eyeliners, and their eyeliners are also sold at Ulta. But what I really like is they don't smudge, and they're a little bit hard to get off at the end of the day, depending like you know, if you put on like especially like your top the top part of your eye like on that waterline, which I typically just do on the bottom waterline or just like right at the lash line. But I just like it. I think it just enhances, makes my eyes a little bit more, you know, stand out, things like that. Okay, and next we have their lip liners, and I have the shade Dusk, and it's just a really nice, like a mauve-y, I guess. Oh, I'm wearing Glossier's Balm.com on my lips to hydrate them because they were really dry, but I'm just gonna wipe that off so we just have a blank slate, because I'm also gonna wear another Persona lip product on top of the lip liner. Alright, so now we're gonna go in with Dusk. Just a comparison so far. So my top lip has the lip liner on and the bottom doesn't. And when it comes to lip liner, I always fill in my entire lip. I just like it. I think it's good for a long-lasting effect. And sometimes if I'm too lazy to apply like a lipstick or any other lip topper, I just go with the lip liner and my lips look 10 times better. And I would say I only ever so slightly overline my lips, mostly on this side just to even it out because it comes down a little bit shorter on the top lip than over here, but just very so slightly on the Cupid's bow. I'm not even sure if you can tell, but I really like it. It's a very creamy formula, but also very comfortable, and I think this shade is great just to wear on its own, so love it. And it's a traditional like pencil lip liner. Same for the eyeliner. It's a traditional pencil, so you can just sharpen it very easily. Next, we're going to go in with the Persona E-Balm. They have 3 shades, and this launched this year. So I have the shade Meditate, and it's kind of like a brownie mauve. And funny story, so when I originally ordered this, I was using it, and it somehow had melted. And for some reason, like once the product melted, it was like really patchy to apply. So I just sent them a message on Instagram, and their customer service was so nice. They offered to send me a brand new e-balm, and so yeah, so this is the fresh one. Yeah, you know, I really love their customer service. I love their social team. I love that their Instagram page is Persona Social Club, so it's more for their community and not just a brand. Like they're building the community aspect, which I think is huge, and I think it really sets them apart from other beauty brands. Alright, so that's Meditate on top of a Dusk lip liner. I really love that color, and I think it looks so nice. And I'm actually just going to set everything with some ColourPop setting spray. This is their Pretty Fresh. This mascara is looking so nice. Okay, well that's the finished look. I think it turned out great, and like I said, I think Persona Cosmetics is incredibly underrated as a brand. I think Sona and her husband Kaz did an amazing job creating all these beautiful products, and I think what I like the most about it is every launch that they do is very intentional and has a true purpose. You know, it's something that's new, or at least if it's something that's not new, it's something that's unique in formulation or just a unique product. Especially with their Dream Sticks, I think that was definitely one of the best new makeup launches. Just simply because it's a true multi-stick. I think it's very flattering. Yes, they only have 2 shades right now, but they're already planning to expand, and I think that means they'll also get into like the cream blush colors since it will be a multi-stick. And I'll insert a picture up here of me wearing it on my eyes and just having like a whole face look with it on. But yeah, I just simply love it. Alright, so I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit and do like a full product recap and just kind of go through all the products. Alright, so let's talk about their Dream Stick in Dune. I'm obsessed. This is $26. I think it's worth every penny. I just love the multi-use purpose of it. I think the shade is great. I absolutely love it. I love that it's so easy to blend out. You can use your fingers, but personally I just like to use the power brush simply because it just makes the process a lot quicker and the effect just looks so nice. Next we have their Super Blush and the Caramel shade. I, again, love this blush, and what Sona was really trying to achieve with the Super Blush is a blush that doesn't pull on all the textures, you know, all the textures and like pores on your face, and I think she did a superb job. So the blush is $22. I love it. It is a little bit small, but honestly, I don't think you need a huge blush pan. Now, if it was like powder bronzer, that'd be a different story, but I think this is great, and I love that it's truly recyclable by excluding the mirror. The Identity Eye palette. This is truly one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I forgot to put the sleeve back in, but I just think all the shades are incredibly flattering. I pretty much use all of them. I think the only one I haven't used might be Bossy, but I've used all of the shades at some point, and like I said, I wore it for my wedding. I think it truly is like the best eyeshadow palette for brown eyes, and the palette is $42, but truly worth every penny. The giant mirror is just so wonderful, and it's super, you can see how like skinny it is too, so when you're packing it on trips and things, it just lays flat in your makeup bag, and I love it. So the eyeliner, 24-hour waterproof eye pencil. It's a crayon pencil, and again, I love it. Plum is great. I would totally get the brown shade, and that was out of stock for a while, so I'll have to check if that's back in stock, but I absolutely love this. Their lip liners, I think, are wonderful. I like that it's a pencil, so it's easy to sharpen. And I think they're relatively long lasting. If you like eat or drink, of course, you know, like they're gonna kind of come off and stuff like that, but I don't know. I think Dusk is the perfect shade if you're looking for like that more rosy nude and you have a similar skin tone to me. Love that. And I also like the cap. It's a very like, it's a textured cap. You'd have to touch it yourself, but I really just like everything about it. And the lip liner is $14. Yeah, the lip liner and the eyeliners are both $14, I believe. And then their e-bombs. So I was really excited for the e-bombs to launch. They kind of remind me of like the Generation G from Glossier, which I've never tried. But I don't know, I like just like a one and done type of, is it like a tinted balm? Yeah, like a tinted lip balm. And they have 2 other shades of this, but I really enjoy this. I will say this is not particularly long lasting, but it's very hydrating on the lips. And I think it packs plenty of pigment, you know, for someone like me who doesn't necessarily always want to wear like a full-fledged lipstick or something like that. So I really personally enjoy the e-bombs, and these are either 22 or 24. So that's all of the Persona Cosmetics that I personally have. Oh, the brushes, I forgot. So their brushes, they have 2 brushes. I love this, and I haven't bought makeup brushes in a very long time. This is really the best. It's got the blush end technically and then the highlight end, but you can use this for concealing, which is what I do. You can use this for powders and liquids and creams. It's so nice. It feels so good, and I just love it. The power brush, $24, worth it so much. And then the multitasking makeup brush, which is like kind of like a blending eye brush. I also really like this. I just wish I had more of these, only because I would like to use it for blending and then also applying the product, but you know, obviously you can see like you get the color on it and all that jazz, but $10, so good. I can't recommend their brushes enough. Those are all the products from Persona that I've tried, and I think it's amazing. I think the price point is really nice too, because they're slightly more, actually, depending on which drugstore brand really you're shopping from, they're kind of right on par with those brands. Maybe slightly higher, but the quality is outstanding. Their customer service is amazing. And I think Sona is one of those rare influencers who is truly authentic, you know. I just feel like who she is online is like who she would be in person, if that makes sense. And I love that the brand shares a lot of like behind the scenes content, that they're very in tune with their social community and their customers. So I just really like the brand overall. I truly think that Persona Cosmetics is one of those hugely underrated brands that I'm surprised more like larger influencers don't talk about, because the products are so good. My top 3 products, if you were gonna try them, I would say the Identity palette for sure, the Dreamstick in Dune, and then the Power brush, because you can't go wrong with these 3 products, and you can create a full look with these products. So love it. I'm excited to see what else they launch. Personally, I would love to see if they would launch some brow products. Maybe not so much a brow gel, but a brow pencil would be really nice. What else would I love to see from them? I'm very excited to see what they do with the Dream Sticks, since I know they're already going to expand on that collection. So I know this was a bit of a longer video, but I wanted to make sure I talked about each product in depth, you know, the price point, the quality, what's worth it, what's not worth it. I honestly just love everything that I have from them. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching my review of Persona Cosmetics. I truly love this brand, and I think it's one of those super underrated brands you really should try. You know, not only will you be supporting a small business, it's a woman-owned business, and the quality of the products is truly well worth the money that you're spending. And I'm excited for every new launch that they have, so I will definitely continue to be a huge supporter of the brand. But yeah, I will see everyone in my next video. Bye everyone!